Yo, I'm Christian.
I'm John, and welcome back to When You Got Class, episode 5, y'all. 5. It's kind of going quick. Like week 4 of the season, it's going quick, bro.
I know it's flying by. We're starting week 4. I feel like it's still like week 2. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Pretty
I,
crazy.
I feel like there's like a little lull going on right now, just like in life. Like the time just kind of like
I
I don't
know.
know.
It's this season. It's the weather changing. It's you know
Fact, facts,
it
absolutely.
has to be. Otherwise, life's a simulation. I don't really know.
Yo, very well could be. Maybe that's another talk though for another
Yeah,
podcast or
yeah.
something.
Maybe we'll have to start another one. Nah,
We're
one's
not
enough.
Joe
One's
Rogan
enough.
out here. We're not Joe Rogan.
Thanks. Awesome. Well, let's jump into it. A little recap. Remember join the mailing list. You'll be getting those emails from us with kind of an update as to where we are with our bets. You'll also get our weekly bets on paper rather than having to listen to the whole podcast and write them down each time. That way you can listen to the podcast and not have to write it down and have it on paper. Still listen to us. That's the main thing. Um, I think our analysis are pretty keen that you don't want to miss out on them. So, but that's really about it. Um, Admin type stuff. But did you see about the Pro Bowl is getting switched to like the Pro Bowl games and not like the actual Pro Bowl?
No, so I didn't really see that, but you were talking about it a little bit. So definitely educate me and everyone else, because like I said, I had no idea about this.
Yeah, no, it's a great concept. I think they should have switched to it a long time ago rather than having a game that means nothing. Um, I mean, there's pros and cons to it, but more of the story, they're gonna instead of doing a Pro Bowl game that literally means nothing and they're taking the best roster out there, they're gonna do the Pro Bowl games, which is I think they're trying to like compare it to like the Olympic games where they're like their skilled positions are gonna come in and like compete in all these like contests and they're gonna have like a flag football series and like um I don't know like all the exact details to it. It just sounds real intriguing, like um kind of the way that they're gonna style it. But the reason why like obviously you don't want your players going out and playing in the Pro Bowl and getting hurt. And then obviously it's not the most tuned in game because it really doesn't mean anything. So obviously they didn't make a change. But the one concern I have for it is who actually are going to be the competitors in the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be the best of the best. It's going to be
Yeah,
who is the most flashy. Like
th-
it's
honestly, they should. I've never really been a fan of the Pro Bowl. Like you were saying, like I feel like there's not really like a purpose to it in a sense,
mhm,
as like compared to like other sports, what their all-star games mean to like
exactly.
teams and stuff. Like there's actually meaning behind it. I feel like what like something would be a good idea for like the NFL, maybe like turn the Pro Bowl just kind of into like take like the year 1 and 2 players and just like kind of do something with them, like these young guys or something, like get them out there. And I feel like that'd be a cool idea.
See, so that is a cool idea, but that's like my concern. Like always like being a Pro Bowl player always meant something for like your stat sheet. On paper, yeah, Pro Bowl, 4-time Pro
Yeah.
Bowl player. Like it always meant something. So like, is it now not going to mean anything to be in the Pro Bowl? Because in my opinion, right, I know we all saw uh Pickens' crazy catch. Like everybody's comparing it to like OBJ's catch and shit. Like,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
he just cash his ticket to the Pro Bowl? Even though he could he be a phenomenal player? Yes, but he's not there yet. Like in a regular Pro Bowl, he's not going to be a Pro Bowl player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going to be like the cutoff? What's going to be the limit?
I know what
What's
you
going
mean.
to justify and what's it going to mean on paper after the fact? You know, like
Well,
especially like the Hall of Fame conversation. That's a big thing in the Hall of Fame conversation. Oh well, they were a Pro Bowler, 6 times in their career. Great. What does it mean now? Like that's
yeah.
that's my concern. But it's a great idea. Great idea. But
Well, yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes. Let us know down below what you guys think about it. If you like the idea, what your ideas for the Pro Bowl are, just talk to us. Let us know.
yeah, most
With that
definitely.
being said, we're gonna jump into the week 3 recap here. There's a lot of good games, a lot of sad losses, especially for Christian and I. Both our teams took that L.
Facts.
Um, both kind of like I'd say more brutal losses. The Raiders looked atrocious or atrocious. I can't say that word. It's not happening. Um, they did not look good. I saw that. The Steelers, that was a pretty good Thursday night game and stuff. But actually, let's just jump into that one. 'Cause, that was the first
It
game of
was
week three,
Thursday night game,
actually.
yeah.
So, yeah, Browns Steelers. Um, Here you have at it first. Steelers are all you. So, what you got for them?
Yeah, so in my opinion, the score does not justify the game, right? If you watch the game, as you know, the last touchdown came from a scoop and score off the little trying to flick back and come in with a crazy, game time. What was the game time or game winning? I don't even remember. Touchdown. So that little scoop and score, like if you take that away, realistically, it was a close game all around. Um, their offense was. I know there was all this talk like lay the ball out downfield, and all the receivers are asking for the ball, asking for the ball, asking for the ball. Mitch threw a couple bombs, and not bombs, but like he let it loose on the field. So he, let, he
like more than 10 yards?
yeah, more than 10 yards. Um, but no, he let the ball down the field a little bit, but all in all, the receivers weren't coming up with it, and that's just like they're not going out to breakfast like Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not
Yeah.
that team dynamic there. Um, but all in all, I think Matt Canada, the offensive play caller, is going to get fired this year. Um, I do.
It.
I
I
don't
mean,
think there's any way
hold on.
around it.
Has he been in since like Big Ben, Le'Veon, AB? Like
He's
it's
been there.
still the same guy?
He's been in for 3 years. So
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
after Le'Veon and Brown, but Antonio Brown, but he's been there. Yeah, I think it's been about 3 years. But honestly, the Steelers just fly through offensive coordinators. They never really found one that fits properly.
I
It was like a cool
I
concept of what he was trying to bring in, like the short and dumb passes and stuff. But at the end of the day, that's not how the Steelers play football.
I just feel like in general, especially the last like, mm, I'd say 5 to 10 years here. Like when the Steelers had Le'Veon and AB, they had a great offense. But like outside of that, like I just feel like they've been more of like a defensive team. Nothing against their offense. I just feel like
Hmm.
they've always been more known for their defense, and
Yeah,
it's really gonna have to show this year.
I I think the Steelers. I'm like, don't quote me, but I'm like 99% sure the Steelers are the highest paid, like are the highest pay their defense the highest out of any other team, like player wise. They
Okay.
spend the most on defense, in the whole league. Um, Chargers are up there as well. I think. I just saw a video on it actually yesterday. But I'm pretty sure the Steelers are spend the most on their defense, which I know, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, well, it doesn't show." Well, also, the fucking offense was 1-8 on third down conversions against the Bengals. Literally, they spent so much. The defense spent so much too much time on the field. So this year it
Yeah.
really hasn't proven its course, but in the past it clearly has. So, and also a key point. I saw this stat too, which is crazy. Steelers are 0-5 without TJ Watt.
Wow.
That's crazy. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, dude. The amount, like the impact one player has on 5.
That says a lot.
Yeah,
Um, Looking at the Steelers offense here,
yeah.
Deontay Johnson, 8 receptions, 84 yards. Najee Harris, 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. I don't know how I feel about that. Rushed him a lot. I mean, the Browns do have a good front, though. I will give them that. They got a good defensive front there. Um, Trubisky had a rushing touchdown. That's pretty cool to see. However, I do want to talk about the Browns a little bit, just offensively. They looked really good. Jacoby Brissett, 21 to 31,
He wants
228
that team,
yards,
dude. He wants that
two
team.
touchdowns. Bro, David Njoku and Amari Cooper had themselves a day catching the ball. And then Nick Chubb. Oh my God. Njoku, 9 receptions, 89 yards, touchdown. Amari Cooper, 7 receptions, 101 yards, touchdown. And then Nick Chubb, bro, 23 carries, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Come on. Browns offense, solid
Yeah,
this
they're
week.
really putting it together. But no, Jacoby Brissett, he wants his team. He's really he outperformed what I thought he would ever
Uh,
perform in general these past couple weeks, and it's just showing he wants to be, the play caller. He wants to, not the play caller, but he wants to be the captain of that offense. He wants to come in. He doesn't want Deshaun back, but at the end of the day, they spent so much money on Deshaun. What are they gonna do?
yeah. It,
So
um, that I've been saying Jacoby Brissett, he's been pretty good since the whole Patriots thing when he came in for a couple games and played with the Colts and all that.
mm,
Sorry, y'all, a little under the weather. Um, but no, I think he's a solid quarterback, and like you said, he's showing it. He has a chance to fight for a starting position, and he's gonna fight for it. He's got
yeah,
the next 7 more games or whatever to earn that, and he very well could.
yeah, 8,
8,
yeah.
or yeah,
'Cause I
8,
think he
and
plays
yeah.
through week 11, and then 12 they have to buy 13. He's back, but
Okay. Um, Now let's jump into the Bills and Dolphins game
Tua.
because wow. I mean, yeah, we could talk about Tua a little bit.
Dude, there's so that game in general is just so controversial. Just coming into it, who would have thought Miami was going to steal a win? Realistically,
and and Tua haven't he stepped out the game for a little bit, right?
bro, they're investigating that. The NFL is. They
Yeah.
did you hear about that?
So was that the concussion thing, right? Or is it the
Yeah, he was
ribs?
like,
I forget the concussion, right?
yeah, so he was like wobbly, like after the play, and they took him out. The NFL is so they claimed that it was like a lower back injury or something like that, and that he's like good to play. In my opinion, it didn't look like a lower back injury, but the NFL is investigating it to make sure that they follow the proper concussion protocols. Um, and because at the end of the day, the player safety is like number one. So,
For sure.
but that shit's fucking crazy, honestly. In my opinion, I did not think that
Yeah.
they were gonna. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a good game, but I didn't think it was gonna be. I thought the Bills were still gonna win.
And outside of Jalen Waddle, their offense was not there. Jalen Waddle had 4 receptions, 102 yards. And then looking at the Bills offense, you would have thought they would have walked all over the Dolphins this game.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, 42 of 63, which that's crazy. 63 passing attempts. Wow.
Yeah,
But 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen also had 8 carries, 47 rushing yards. Like Josh Allen was on it. Devin Singletary had a really good day too. He caught the ball a lot. 9 receptions, 78 yards, touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie too, 7 receptions, 76 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs had another good game, but for whatever reason, those just couldn't get it done.
yeah. No, you wanna hear a crazy stat too that they said during the game?
Shoot.
That was the first rushing touchdown for both teams from any running back. So
Wow.
like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For
because Emmons
they
had a touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, Edmonds
So
and Singletary both got a touchdown, and that was both of their first touchdowns for them, as well as any other running back on the roster. No other running back scored,
wow.
and that just shows how pass heavy the league is. Like that's crazy. You're talking some fucking goal line offense, and you're not trying to run it.
Yeah, you're on
Like,
the 1 yard line. Like
like come on, it's week 3 and it's your first one. Get out of here. That shit's fucking crazy.
um let's jump into the next one, I guess. We got the Bengals and Jets. I feel like this kind of went the way everyone thought it'd be. The Bengals finally getting
Yeah,
in that win column. Joe Burrow looked good. Uh 23 of 36, 275 passing, 3 touchdowns. Um, T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. They led the team in receiving yards. I do believe T. Higgins got hurt at some point. I'm not sure if
yeah.
he came
He
back.
I don't remember if he came back or not. Honestly, wasn't on
So
top of my radar.
definitely be on the lookout for that if you got him in fantasy. Keep your eyes out on that. Yeah, the Bengals offense looked pretty solid. The Jets, Joe Flacco, 28 to 52, 285, 2 picks. That sounds like Joe Flacco now. Um,
At his
but
age,
yeah, I'm not
his age,
surprised the
he's
Bengals
fine.
beat the Jets. Sorry.
At his age, he used to be in his
Yeah,
prime. He
no,
was
he
more
was
so.
nice. He was nice. I'm just messing around, but yeah, the Joey Burr finally had a good game, but it was against the Jets, so it's like who really knows?
Yeah, most definitely. And one thing that I did want to touch on too, the Bengals line, like it's pretty crazy. Like
Oh,
they came into this game with 6 sacks against the Steelers, 5 sacks against the Cowboys, and the Jets still got to them twice. I like two. Yeah, two isn't a lot, but when you're playing the fucking Jets, like I'm talking all the shit. Steelers play the Jets this week.
yeah.
Watch Mr. Trubisky just go down like 12 times. but but it's still they need to figure that shit out. They really do. Um, yeah.
um, now jumping into this one's gonna make me cry a little bit here. The Raiders and Titans. My Raiders, the only team in the league that doesn't have a win.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know what's going on. This game, I saw a lot of this game. I was watching Red Zone and stuff. The Raiders just did not look good at all. I don't really think I saw anything other than Matt Collins look stunning. And it's like, Matt Collins, okay, like now I know you're on the Raiders, like
Now,
8 receptions, 158 yards and a touchdown. Like, okay, nice. But still couldn't get in that win column. And just the running game, Derrick Henry looked really good. 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown against us. Um, Robert Woods, 4 receptions, 85 yards. Derrick Henry caught the ball a bunch. I'm not surprised. I said this before. I'll say it again. Raiders secondary just hasn't been it. I feel like ever since like Charles Woodson retired, just plummeted.
yeah, yeah,
So
no, it was a tough sight, honestly, to see. I mean, let's see. Yeah, no, I didn't really write anything down besides for the fact that that's tough being the only 0-3 team in the league. Um, but yeah, they tried to pull the Kyler Murray at the end of the game to tie it and go into overtime, which was pretty cool, but didn't happen. So
yeah.
we can talk about it.
Um, jumping into the next one here, we got the Saints and Panthers. Oh, excuse me. The Panthers, they won. Baker Mayfield did not look good at all. Not surprised. 12 of 25, 170 yards, touchdown. Not ideal. Christian McCaffrey, however, 25 carries, 108 yards. We love to see that.
Mhm.
CMC's back. The Saints, Jameis Winston, kind of looked like Jameis Winston, 25 of 41, 353 passing yards, touchdown, 2 picks. Not a terrible day. A lot of yards, a lot of picks though. Receiving wise, oh my God. Chris Olave and Traquan
Olave.
Smith went off. Smith, 4 receptions, 105 yards. And Chris over here, 9 receptions, 147 yards. Might be two guys to keep an eye out on fantasy, check those sleepers.
Yeah.
But what do you have for this game, bro? What were you thinking about it?
My notes are, and I quote, the NFC South teams both look like shit. Um, and I think I can wrap that into, well, not all of them actually. I was gonna say I can wrap it into all of them because honestly, I wasn't happy with Tampa Bay's performance, but I did like seeing Atlanta. Atlanta looked good, not good, but they didn't look like shit. So that's really all I had. I didn't like. I was watching Red Zone. They didn't really show that game much. It was my local game, but obviously I was watching Red Zone, so um, I didn't want to watch my local game.
Jumping into the next one here. We got the Bengals, or not Bengals, my fault. The Ravens and the Patriots. Now, I said this game was going to be close. First half was a little close, and then the second half, Ravens just kind of took over.
Yeah.
Uh, Lamar Jackson, 18 to 29, 218 passing, 4 touchdowns. A pick, so be it. But then also, he's back to these Michael Vick type of rushing games.
He looked good.
11,
Go ahead.
I was just say 11 carries, 170 yards, a touchdown. Wow.
Hmm. No,
He
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 looked good. He's on a MVP track, if you ask me.
he wants that money. He's trying to get paid.
Yeah, he does. And he realistically, if I was the Ravens, I'd pay him now, so that way you don't have to pay him if he wins. That MVP or some,
Yep.
even just has a
Or
crazy
Super
fucking
Bowl.
breakout season. Yeah.
I just want to address with the Patriots. Mac Jones had 3 picks on the day. Devontae Parker, he did have 5 receptions, 156 yards. Pretty solid day from him. Maybe another little fantasy sleeper there for you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
They at first, like, it realistically was just like a shootout, like that game. It was um just, I don't even know. It was an exciting game all around. Um the thing that sucks, I guess, is the loss of Mac Jones. I don't know how long he's gonna be out. It looked really bad though at the end of the game when he did get
oh
hurt.
yeah,
Like
my yeah.
it looked like really bad. I thought, like, I don't know. He did. I don't know. Like, he just looked like he was dying. Like, his leg was like shattered. Um, but I mean, turns out, I think they reported it was just like a high ankle sprain, which should only keep him out a couple weeks. Nothing crazy. Um, but like, I was genuinely like, oh shit, this is not good, like, at all.
Yeah, I'm looking at it real quick. Initial X-ray came back negative. Just showed high ankle sprain. He's gonna be out multiple games. It's looking like though he might have to undergo surgery to address the issue.
Wow.
This is all according to SB Nation, by the way, as well.
Hmm.
Um, but jumping into the next game, yeah, I hope Mac Jones gets better. Never like to see anybody hurt. But
No.
jumping into the Vikings and Lions game, I was kind of surprised by this one. I thought the Lions. I'm pretty sure I had the Lions taking it. If not, like I thought the Lions were gonna take it.
Yeah.
All around, it was a pretty even game all around. Just kind of looking at both teams' stats and stuff, it was a pretty even matchup. And the only thing that separated it here was the Vikings just put up 14 unanswered points in the fourth.
Yeah. Um, it was it's really cool to see, because remember that, like, crazy stat where, like, if the Vikings didn't play the last 2 minutes of the game, then they would be so and so, and it's like some crazy
Yeah.
record that's like way better than what they are,
Yep.
or than what they ended. So, like, it was really cool to actually see, like, Kirk Cousins, perform on a game-winning drive, and um, be able to come out with a win there. And it's kind of just shows a little bit of some growth, because, like, we all know Kirk Cousins is not top 10 quarterbacks.
Oh
Probably not
yeah.
a top 15 quarterback. I don't even know. Like, I'll probably not even top 20 quarterback. I may be pushing it, but more of the story. Like, it's good to see, like, some growth there, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, well, it's the Lions." But the Lions are fucking good this year, like they are. So
Yeah.
it's just it was cool to see. It was.
Jumping into the next one here, the Eagles and Commanders. Wow. I took a major L this week in my one fantasy. I had Devonta Smith on the bench, and for those of you guys who don't know, he had 8 receptions, 169 yards, and a touchdown. So kind of took the bullet on that one. Yo, Jalen Hurts just keeps proving me wrong, bro.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts went 2 at 35, 340 passing, 3 touchdowns. Solid day.
Yeah. No, most definitely. I mean, Jalen Hurts is also another one who I could see potentially in the running for that MVP as well. Um, he's really looking really good as long as he doesn't like drop off and just play terribly for the rest of the year. You know, in my opinion, he's in the running for it. Um, but what I thought was really cool was Washington's first points were came from a safety. Like their offense couldn't get it going. Their
Yeah.
defense had to. But the first points on the board and wasn't even, anything good. It was anything good. Safety is always good, but like still, it was a safety. Um, yeah, offense couldn't get started.
Yeah, the Commanders, the only thing that really did anything for him was Scary Terry. Six
Yeah,
receptions, 102 yards. That's about all that was really going on Sunday.
Carson Wentz really didn't look good, honestly. His first couple games, he didn't look bad, but I think I don't know if my friend's a Commanders fan, so I don't know if I said it to him or if I said it in the podcast. But I told him like after week one, I was like, "Yo, Wentz is home. Like this is where he belongs."
I think you said that on here. I think you said that
Yeah,
on here.
and he really did. He's really not looking good. Or at least he didn't. So I take that back unless he starts performing better. Then I said it first. um, but that's how it
um,
goes here.
jumping into the next here, the Chiefs and Colts, man. Wow. Did not expect the Chiefs to take an L on this one here.
No, not at all.
Um,
Um,
I'll let you give Mahomes the hate because he didn't have the best day for Mahomes. I know you want to shit on him a little bit, so feel
What were his,
free.
what were his stats? I didn't even look at his stats. What were his stats?
Um, he went 20 of 35, 262 passing yards, one touchdown, one pick. And then he also had 26 rushing yards.
Mm, Where I didn't even see where I read it. Oh fuck.
But
Keep going. Yeah, I'll find it.
um Juju, he had a good day. You know, 5 receptions, 89 yards. Maybe that makes you a little happy. Love Patrick Mahomes a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
The
I
Colts,
don't.
Matt Ryan, he looked pretty good on the day. 222 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor, 21 carries, 71 yards. Michael Pittman, 8 receptions, 72 yards. I don't really remember too much of this game. I know the Colts, or my bad, I know the Chiefs had a way better passing game than the Colts, but just could not get it done on the scoreboard.
No, not at all. So the big thing that I did want to touch on, Patrick Mahomes was like arguing with his play caller about
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
going for it, like trying to get the ball down the field before halftime. And was he right? I mean, what? How much did they win by a field goal or something like that? Like nothing.
I I think something that's really hurting the Chiefs. This is kind of like off topic, but not. With Bucker being out, bro, I really think
Yeah,
it's like hurting them. They need him.
dude, the
He's
kickers
a
this year.
solid kicker.
Yeah, no, he's a solid kicker. The kickers this year too have just been so disappointing in general. Like
Oh yeah.
it's just been bad, like all around. Like around the whole entire league, the kickers have done nothing but disappoint. Like
Yup.
so, it's just yeah,
Um, Now jumping into the Texans and Bears game, I guess you know this one. Um, the Bears. I don't know if you're a Bears fan and like you have a Justin Fields jersey. You should try selling it. Like you get some money for it still. Cause I don't. The way he's looking, I don't think he's gonna be here much longer, or at least starting at least. 8 of 17, 106 yards, 2 picks. Uh, Khalil Herbert carried the Bears offense with 20 carries, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
yo, go pick him
Um,
up on your in your fantasy leagues. Go pick up Khalil Herbert too. I don't know how long David Montgomery is going to be out for, but I could see Khalil Herbert playing like a crucial role in this offense in general. So I actually drafted him in a couple of my leagues. Uh, I don't know why. It got to the end of the draft and I was like, "Oh, cool. Drafted him in a couple."
The Texans, Davis Mills had 2 picks. Uh, Damian Pierce had 20 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. That might be someone you want to look out for too on those
Yeah.
waiver wires. Um, but yeah, I didn't really think the Bears were gonna win this game. I don't think I had them winning it. I'm kind of surprised by that. But
I think I
honestly,
took them. Did I
I
take
was gonna
Chi-Town?
say, honestly, what I'm really surprised about is this next game. The Jaguars blew out the Chargers by
Yeah.
28. Blew them out.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, honestly, it's pretty crazy that that happened while starting Justin Herbert. I mean, I know he has like broken ribs or whatever, but first off, I don't know why they started him. I would not have started him if I was, them in general. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a divisional game. Like, at the end of the day, start him, let him rest. He'll come back in 2 weeks better than ever. Not better than ever, but better than last night
better than he
or
was
not
on
last night.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. That was my opinion. Um, I really, I didn't take Jacksonville just because like I just couldn't, you know.
Yeah,
Um, Also, I didn't really look at the news and um, couldn't tell whether he was going to start or not. I knew it was day to day, but realistically, like you could have seen it coming. You just had to do a little bit of like looking into it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, but
Um, the the rushing game, James Robinson. There's been the talk of James Robinson, ETN, who's going to start, who's going to get more of the load. Well, James Robinson got it this week. 17 carries, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty solid. Trevor Lawrence looked really good too. 28 of 39, 262 passing yards and 3 touchdowns against the Chargers defense too. Hopefully that boosts his ego a little bit. That it would do it for me, and that's what Trevor Lawrence needs. I like the kid, so hopefully he got what he needed from that. Um, Going into the Rams and Cardinals game now. The Rams took this game 20-12. Stafford went 18 to 25, 249 passing, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. So kind of a slower day for him. Cam Akers finally showed up a little bit. That was pretty cool to see. 12 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. And then just offensively, like receiving wise, they just passed the ball out pretty well to everybody. Nobody had over 60, 65 yards on the day for their offense.
it was dispersed well.
What happened?
It was dispersed well. The ball passing.
Yeah, um they threw it to Ben Skronik, Tyler Higbee, Cooper Cup, Kendall Blanton, Brandon Powell. A lot of people got a lot of catches, and everyone had a fair amount of yards and stuff.
Oh, word, word. Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I saw that coming. I have picked the cards now three. I think I'm 3 for 3. Well, 0 for 3 technically for picking the cards. I picked them every
Me
single
with the
week.
Raiders.
Yeah, literally. I just want to see him perform, I guess. I'm picking him again this week. I don't care.
um, the Cardinals offense, Marquise Brown had 14 receptions, 140 yards. Greg Dortch, he had 9 receptions, 80 yards. That's really about it from the Cardinals. Kyler Murray threw the ball 58 times. I don't like that at all. He cannot be doing that.
No,
Um, Jumping into the Packers Bucks. The Packers took this game, kind of surprised.
I called it.
Um, Romeo Dobbs had 8 receptions, 73 yards. Aaron Rodgers, 255 passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Tom Brady, 271 passing, touchdowns. So the battle of the quarterbacks there, pretty even to be honest. The yards were about the same. Aaron Rodgers did have one more touchdown, but had a pick.
Yeah.
So you know, that
Um,
quarterback battle was pretty even, pretty cool to see.
yeah, definitely. That's probably like the last time we'll ever see them play each other too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I
Mm.
feel like they've been in the league so long, just to think like it's probably never gonna happen again. Because realistically, what
Playoffs, maybe?
even playoffs? I don't know. I don't potentially it could be the last game. Because honestly, I don't see Tom Brady playing after this year. I think
Nah,
he has
I
too much
think he
going
said
on
he's
at
done
home.
after this year.
Yeah, he has too much going on at home,
Nah, he said, fuck them kids. I'm coming back.
man. Facts. Um,
Um, yo, want to jump into the Battle of the Birds? This was a pretty good game.
yeah,
We had Cordero Patterson, man. You know, in all my fantasies this year, I was thinking about taking him again because of how good he was last year. I scooped him up in all my leagues off the waiver wires. But it's like, there's no way he does it again this year. And wow. He had 17 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown on Sunday. So
can't
if you have
complain.
him in fantasy, you're looking pretty good. Um, the other thing I wanted to address here, Geno Smith, 32 of 44, 325 passing, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Not a bad day for Geno, you know. Tyler Lockett was back on I guess the board in a way. You know, he always puts up big numbers. He had a 9 receptions, 76 yards, so pretty nice to see him back having a good day.
Yeah, most definitely. Biggest thing that I uh not took away from this, but rallied into this. I think I'm the only hold on, let me check. I think I'm the only person who took the card or the Atlanta. I took Atlanta. Oh, you did as well.
Hey,
Whatever.
shout out my boy Eden.
He was the ATL baby. Um they were the underdog coming into this, but I will live by this quote. Atlanta beats bad teams, bro. They will literally beat. They're not a good team, but they will beat every bad team on the roster. Every
Okay.
bad team.
I'll remember that if I'm throwing together some crazy parlays.
I do. I die on that hill.
Jumping into the Broncos Niners game, um, the final score of this game was 11-10.
Wait,
Broncos.
that's only the second time in NFL history that it's ever happened too.
That score?
Yeah, 11-10. It's only the
Really?
second time ever. Yeah, I mean, think about how you get 11. It's just tough.
True.
It's just tough.
Yeah, you need a safety in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Russell Wilson, he went 20 of 33, 184 passing yards. Cortland Sutton was his favorite target. He had 8 receptions, 97 yards. The Niners, Garoppolo, you know, he went 18 of 29, 211 passing, one tutty, one pick. Jeffrey Wilson, however, had a pretty good day rushing, 12 carries, 75 yards. Pretty nice to see. Debo Samuel, he had 5 receptions, 73 yards. So both teams, you know, pretty slow. I would say a little slow. Pretty slow on the offensive side of the ball this week.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, honestly, my favorite part about that game was the special teams. The special teams were crazy. Like, I don't even like the amount of pinned punts was insane. Like, I don't know. Like that's
Oh,
what stuck out to me in that game. Like the amount of pinned punts was nuts.
I think I forgot who said it. I might have saw it on Instagram or something. Someone was like, damn, they should have paid that punter all that money, not Russ or something after
Li-
that game. Someone said that. That was funny.
Literally, they were pinning punts left and right. It was ridiculous. Like 3 and out, bang, pinned them. 3 and out, bang, pinned them. Like it was nuts. Like imagine just starting at the 1 yard line and then not even being able to get your offense started in general, and then you're punting on the back of your end zone. Like that's why Jimmy G had that fucking safety, which was better than his pick six that he threw anyways. Like
Yeah.
that
um,
was crazy.
oh yeah, then his foot like just stepped out of bounds or something like that.
Yeah,
Or
he backed up out of the end zone. I don't know. I like
um,
Jimmy G, but like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's kind of like a rookie mistake, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um, Jumping into the final game of week 3 here, probably greatest rivalry in football. Yeah,
Arguably.
no.
Yeah.
Well, Um, we got the Cowboys and Giants. I guess I'll give the Cowboys the benefit of the doubt. You know me, I don't like Dallas, but Tony Pollard, man, Dallas trade Zeke, get those first round picks for him. Use Pollard. That's what I'm saying. Because Tony Pollard, he had 13 carries, 105 yards. Zeke though, he had 15 carries, 73 yards. So run heavy. Not surprised with Dak being out and stuff. Um, the Giants, Saquon, 14 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown. He looked really, really, really good. I know that was the talk in one of our fantasy chats all last or stay Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is.
Wednesday.
Monday
Okay.
night. Oh yeah, Monday night. Then my fault. We were talking about that crazy. Saquon looked really good. I'm happy to see that.
Yeah. No, most definitely. I mean, honestly, the biggest thing that stuck out of me that game, and I actually not, let me touch on the Tony Pollard instance. The only reason, in my opinion, so I think Tony Pollard's a good running back. I think the only reason why he's that good is because they can mix it up with Zeke. So you got Zeke, who's kind of that he's almost their power rusher at the end of the day. Like he's a big boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pollard is their quick guy who can get to the sideline and tiptoe, you know?
Nah,
So
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when you have a dual threat like that, like think about it with both of them lining up in the backfield. Like, what is your defense supposed to focus on? There's two different attacks right there. Um, and do I think they should trade Zeke? I I think Tony Pollard would still be self sufficient by himself, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think like that dual running back type move is a move that the NFL is kind of bringing in more, even with like I think it realistically started with like the Browns with their or not the Browns. I'm sorry. No, yeah, it is the Browns. No, the Bengals. Who I always get the fucking whoever Kareem Hunt
Oh, the
and
Browns.
yeah, the Browns. I always
Yeah.
get I always get those. I get confused what team they're on. It's just like the duo. Who the fuck do the Bengals have? Joe
They got
Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Um.
I I just think though, like Zeke, like when he came into the league, he kind of like started off here, and I feel like he's progressively just like been on a kind of like decline. And whether that's because their offensive line has been banged up, Dak's been in and out, their offense has been, a little shaky. When Dak's in, they have a really good offense, but like I don't know, I feel like they kind of get rid of Zeke and just get some picks for him or just get something for him. I don't know. I'm not really sold on Zeke anymore.
No. I mean, I don't blame you. I feel like a lot of people aren't. But one thing I do want to touch on: there are three undefeated quarterbacks in the league. Do you know who those quarterbacks are? Like this year,
I'm trying to think. I don't know if you think of them off the top of my head.
Jalen Hurts, Tua,
Okay, yep, yep.
and
I don't know.
Cooper fucking Rush, bro.
Oh, come on. I
Dude,
mean,
he's
you're not lying,
undefeated
I
this year.
guess. Yeah, you're not
2 and
lying.
0.
You're not lying.
It's just crazy.
Hey, I mean, Dallas is getting it done. I'm not surprised they beat the Giants and stuff, but we'll see if they can keep it up with Dak being out and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it'll be cool to see it. So Dak chokes against playoff teams. Like I again another like stat that I just saw. I don't know it off the top of my head, but basically Dak's record is atrocious against teams who made the playoffs. But it's like good
Really?
against teams that didn't. Yeah, like it's terrible. He's like
Oh,
I think it was like 4-16 or something stupid like that. Like literally, those are the only games that he can't win are the teams that made the playoffs. So good teams, like good teams, he can't beat.
um, well, yeah. So maybe let us know what you guys think about Zeke and Pollard and that Cowboys offense a little bit. What you guys think they should do. Um, that wraps up week 3. So now we're gonna jump into
Well,
our
wait. We can't forget the standings as to how much money we lost.
Oh yeah, true, true. Yeah, good point.
So just, a quick little recap. Just this week alone, I am down $654.36, which is more than what I was down in the past 2 weeks combined, bringing my total to $1,102.62. Everybody has broke $1,000 down. We need to figure something out because at the end of the day, realistically, I'd have to go into this and like figure it out. If you faded all of our picks, you'd probably be a bread right now. Like so much money. Like so
Yeah.
much. John John was down 485 this week and combined 1139. He's down. And the NFL is down five, like their power rankings is down 526 for a grand total of 1220. Like that is
Yo, I'm
insane.
catching up to you. I'm catching up to you.
You are. Honestly, it's so crazy because my number, it's like 650 and then you're and 450 was my previous, so 650 this week and 450 previous. Your
Hmm.
number this week was 485, so close to that 450 mark, and then 650 previous.
Yeah,
So
kind of
literally this
like,
week alone just like made me almost tied with you.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. But the NFL, the thing that shocks me the most is the NFL like power rankings are, that off. I feel like everybody takes like the power rankings like so to heart, and then just to see like the
Hey,
aftermath of it, like
I,
it's.
I got the same record as him right now,
I
the
mean,
NFL.
I didn't. I honestly didn't add them up this week. Actually, last week we had
Well,
the
I'm
same record
saying
though.
from
Yeah,
last week though.
because you only
Um,
got. Hold up. You got one, two, three, four, five, six. Dude, you went six and like nothing, or 6 and 10 this week.
you
The
went
NFL
one.
went one, two, three, four, five,
Bro, I don't want to hear you.
seven,
You only. Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Oh yeah, you only won
7 and 9.
five.
Huh?
You won what? Five? One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, yo, yo.
I don't
That's
care.
why I caught up this week.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I
What's
only
good?
won five, but at the end of the day, I'm still losing less money than both you guys combined. Like literally, my overall record is 19 and like 19, 28 and one, and yours is 22, whatever and whatever. You got 22 right. I got 19. I'm still losing less money than you. Let's
Yeah,
go.
$37. 37.
Listen to you, right?
That's my
Yeah.
McDonald's order, bro. Come
Yo,
on.
you know what that is though?
What's good?
That's two zeros in the bank account, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's two figures. It's
All
two
right,
figures.
all right. I, I'll pass you this week. And to be sure of that, and so everyone watching is sure of that, we're gonna go into the week 4 picks now. And we'll go through what we got. Um Tomorrow we're in for a little bit of a treat. I know the second I get out of class tomorrow night, sadly I got a night class Thursday night, get out at 8:30. Um,
Trash.
but the second I'm out, Dolphins Bengals. Woo! You know what I'm gonna have watching it? Oh yeah. Some popcorn. So that's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be one of the games of the week. The Bengals just beat the Jets. Joey Burr's probably feeling a little good about himself. Don't really think he should. The Dolphins have just looked great all season, like you said. Tua hasn't lost yet.
No,
Dolphins haven't lost yet. So, um, I am gonna take the Dolphins in that one. That I don't like the way the Bengals are playing still, and the Dolphins just look like they're in midseason form already, and we're 3 games in.
I'm fading the Bengals for the rest of the season. I don't even care. I'm taking Miami. Bengals will never get my pick unless it's like something stupid. Nah, dude, dude, my pick was the Jets over the Bengals. I literally can't fade them. I have to fade them. Like there's no choice. I took the Jets over the Bengals. So that means that I would take any team better than the Jets over the Bengals, which means I'd take any team over the Bengals.
um, So also this Sunday, for those of you guys who don't know, there's a game in London at 9:30 a.m. So if you're up early, you can catch one of those Sunday games, and that's the Vikings and Saints at 9:30 this week, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time.
That shit's trash.
What happened?
That shit's trash. I'm not waking up at
Yeah.
9:30. That's my
Um,
Sunday. I'm chilling.
I got the Vikings winning that one. The Saints. I think Jameis could be their guy. They just got to figure something out offensively, just who to really like get the ball to and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm Vikings. Vikings all the way. I don't foresee any difference. The thing that sucks about the London game is like that's just another external factor that can affect like the outcome of the game that like every other team in the league doesn't have to face, which is like annoying. Like think about like if the Saints beat the Vikings, then all of a sudden the Saints are gonna be seen as a better team than the Lions. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I understand they both have to go through like the traveling and like the time change and shit, but like some people can adjust to that better than other people. Like me myself, I'd be destroyed. Like I would literally tell the coach, I'd be like, I'm not
Oh
playing.
yeah.
I'm not playing.
The jet lag and stuff. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, what if you're
no.
going? What if you're the Chargers going to New York? Like, that's a 6-hour flight
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
3-hour time difference. Like, wow.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, that like yeah, the 3 hour time difference sucks, but I think I'd be able to play through that like if I was in the NFL. But
Yeah.
dude, I don't know where like what the time difference is in wherever London, but that shit's probably
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah.
Like, no, I'm not
That's
doing that.
crazy for everybody for sure, 100%.
Yeah, no,
But they're probably
I'd
there
literally
right
tell
now.
everybody.
Honestly, they're probably there right now.
What day is today? Yeah, probably, honestly. Just to
Um,
adjust.
but anyway, jumping into the Seahawks Lions game. I got Detroit. I don't know. I feel like the Seahawks, like how you're saying, the Falcons beat those good teams. I feel like that might be the Seahawks this year. Not saying like the Lions are a good team, but they're a better team than they were last year. That's for sure. But I am taking the Lions in this one. I just think they're a better overall team than the Seahawks, just offensively and defensively. So
Yeah, I mean, I like Detroit. I think they're arguably a good team. Um, and I don't think the Seahawks are. So that's my analysis. I don't think the Seahawks are good. So
um jumping into your men in yellow and black, black and yellow, whatever. Um Steelers play the Jets. I feel like we both know how that one's gonna go. Hopefully. Got the
hopefully,
Steelers in that.
yeah,
Uh and I mean the Bengals just beat the Jets too, so like Steelers should walk away with that one, but we'll see. You
theoretically,
never
yeah.
know.
I'm taking Pitt. Got to. If they lose this game though, like remember in episode 2 when we were talking like bias card and all that, like you know after they beat the Bengals, like I didn't think we had to worry about a bias card anymore because you know they I thought they were gonna look good this year. But
Yeah.
if they lose to the Jets, official, I will not take them. Well, I should not. I probably will, but I will have to call
You
that card every time. And you have to call it every time now too with the Raiders at this point. Damn, son, you're
want to
0
know who
3.
I'm picking this week? You want to know who I'm picking this week? Take a guess. Give me
Not
one guess.
not the Raiders.
We'll get to that though. We'll get to that. Um, uh, jumping into the next game, we got the Bears and Giants. I probably won't be watching that one at all. Really hope I don't see any highlights from it. But I got the G-Men winning that one. I'm a rep the New York gang, and
Yeah,
that's really it. That's really it.
yeah. No, I'm taking the Giants as well. Um, I don't want to watch any of it either, and I'm happy that I'll be watching Red Zone because odds of them actually odds of anybody getting into the red zone really little,
Are
so they
very
won't be
low, I
shown too
feel like.
often.
Or who
But
knows? Maybe it'll be a shootout.
yeah, honestly, okay, dude.
Imagine Daniel Jones, 450 passing yards, like 5 touchdowns. Yo.
No, I could not imagine. Dude, he had 70 like 80 rushing yards against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, you were
ridiculous.
saying that. We didn't cover that, but yeah, off camera we were talking about that a little bit. That's crazy.
Yeah, shit's OD.
Um Jumping into the Titans Colts, I kind of like this matchup. Um
I do too.
But I got the Titans. You know, the Titans just beating the Raiders and stuff. They look pretty good. Derrick Henry, like I said last week, seems like he's finally starting to find the running game again and stuff. So it's always cool to see.
Yeah, Derrick Henry definitely did look good. I'm gonna oppose that. I'm gonna go with the Colts. Um,
Okay.
I think I think the Colts really they got resuscitated yesterday. They caught their break. You know what I'm saying? Or not yesterday. Why do I keep saying yesterday? Sunday. You know, they caught their break. They got their dub. They beat one of the best teams in the league. Um, like I think they're coming to play, and I'm gonna take Indy.
Okay. um, Jumping into the next one, we got the Chargers and Texans. Um, I got the Chargers. The only way I could see the Chargers possibly like not winning, maybe if like Justin Herbert doesn't play, but he played last Sunday, so I don't think they'll sit him or anything like that. So I think the Chargers are going to walk away with that one pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm same boat as you. And even if Justin Herbert doesn't play, who even is their backup? I don't even know.
Mm, I'm not sure. Let's see. But while I'm looking this up, we go into the Browns and Falcons real quick. I know we have a little bit of difference here. I got the Falcons and you took the Browns. Now I don't know. I like the way the Falcons looked. I've been liking the way the Browns look too. So I think it's actually gonna be a really good game. But something's just telling me Falcons on this one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. As much as I don't want the Browns to win, it's this is in Cleveland, right?
What happened?
It's in Cleveland, right? The game?
No.
No?
Cleveland's at Falcons.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm sticking to it, I guess. So, Browns.
Um, the Chargers backup, by the way, is Chase Daniel. So, oof.
Yikes. Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
um, Now going into the Cowboys and Commanders game. I think it should be a good game. Uh, I really kind of want to go with like Washington, but I think Dallas is going to get it. Like you said, whoever the hell their quarterback is, he hasn't lost yet. So that's my reasoning. Dallas, I'm rocking with you this week.
I'm taking Washington. I'm taking Washington. I feel like I've taken Washington like 2 out of the 3 weeks, and I'm taking Washington. I, no analysis. It's just taking
Okay. Now looking at the Jaguars and Eagles game, I feel like this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I
The
think
way
that's
the
gonna be a good game.
Jaguars just beat the Chargers, the way the Eagles often, or at least the way Devonta Smith looked on Sunday. Wow. Um, I think we're in for a real treat with this one. I do have the Eagles walking away with it. I just think overall they're a more developed team, especially experience wise too. I feel like that's what's going to help them catch this dub this week.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I'm taking the Eagles as well. Um, Jalen Hurts,
It's
my
your guy
boy,
now, right?
my guy now.
um,
I talked shit about him. He heard the podcast. He was like, "Nah, fuck this kid." That's what
yo,
happened.
man.
That's what happened.
um, Now we're also in for another treat here. We got the Bills and Ravens. Wow. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen in the playoffs come the AFC and stuff, but we could see this. Very well could see this. Um, However, I do think the Bills are gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be like a shootout though. I think Josh Allen is gonna have like 400 plus yards, same as Lamar Jackson. And it's going to be a back and forth battle all single game.
Yeah, no, I think um, the Bills have like a terrible secondary right now because of like injuries and stuff that's been going on. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a complete shootout, total just launching it down the field. But I'm taking Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to get the win.
Uh, Looking at the Cardinals and Panthers. I'm going with Arizona here. Baker Mayfield played like shit this past Sunday. I don't think he's really going to play much better anytime soon. So I'm going with the Cardinals. I think their defense isn't going to have a problem stopping Baker on Sunday.
Yeah,
And
same here. This is my fourth time taking the Cardinals. It's paid off once, so let's get back to 500. Let's break even.
now jumping into this one, good old Raiders and Broncos here, AFC West matchup. Now, I picked the Raiders the first 3 weeks. Now, to be truthful, I thought they'd go 2-1, but it's my Raiders. It's hard to go against them, you know. But this week, I'm still going with the Raiders. They've let me down the first 3 weeks. I know the week I go against them, they're just gonna blow my mind. So maybe I'll bet the house on the Raiders this week because honestly, I'm thinking they are gonna lose, but I don't know.
So right now, I'd be willing to put rent on the Raiders right now. They need a W. It's a divisional game, and that first off, so I think the Raiders are going to be like the underdogs in general. That's why I'm putting the fucking rent on them because it's just going to be pain. But more of the story, it's a divisional matchup. Russell Wilson isn't used to this division. He's experienced. He understands the importance of a divisional matchup, but he doesn't understand a AFC West divisional matchup. So for that reason, I'm taking Las Vegas to get their first dub, and they're paying for my rent.
Jumping into the
This is
Packers
not gambling
Patriots.
advice.
Jumping into the Packers Patriots. I got the Packers. Patriots look a little banged up on offense and stuff. I don't think their defense is going to be enough to stop the crappy offense that Aaron Rodgers has to lead this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers in that one. I just think they're going to kind of like walk over the Patriots, just take the dub pretty easily.
Yeah, most definitely. Who's the Patriots backup quarterback? I feel like I know who it is. More of the story, Mac Jones won't be playing. And even if he was, I still think I would take Green Bay over him.
They got Bailey Zapp, Brian Hoyer.
How crazy would it be if Bailey Zapp starts? He's a rookie.
I mean, I like his last name, Zapp. It's pretty cool.
Where did he play?
Hey, maybe we'll start. I have no idea, and we're not a college podcast, so I'm not diving into college stuff.
Yeah, facts. Fuck that.
No, I'm kidding. I'll look into that after though, and we could plug that somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Now looking at the Sunday night game, the Chiefs Bucks. Wow, Super Bowl matchup again. I'm rocking with the Chiefs. I feel like the game could go either way. Both teams are really well put together on both sides of the ball. But yeah, I'm rocking with Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, so the thing that's going to stand out to me most in this game is the fact that they're both coming off of tough losses. I believe that's both of their first losses too, right? They're both 2-1.
Yep, both 2-1.
Both coming off of tough first losses. Honestly, it's a toss up. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay though. Mike Evans will be back. I think he was only a 1-game suspension. I think Brady's gonna have his targets, and let's see. Wait, actually, no. More analysis going into this. Fuck this. So the Packers literally only put up 14 points. No, 12. I don't know. Some stupid low amount of points against the Bucks, which means.
Yeah, they put up 14.
Yeah, defense isn't that bad, and Chiefs defense has never been great. I guess I feel like whenever the Chiefs play, their main goal is to make it a shootout. So That way, it's just Patrick Mahomes is going to be have the better arm and be the better quarterback and be the game-winning quarterback. But Tampa Bay's defense is stout. They'll try to stop them, try to keep it a low-scoring game. Yeah,
Keyword try.
try.
Now jumping into the last game that wraps up week 4, the Monday night game, we got Rams and Niners. Should be a good game, divisional game, always good. Good rivalry. But I think the Rams are gonna take it. I just think offensively, they're just gonna kind of walk over the Niners defense.
Okay.
That I just think, yeah, I think Cam Akers might finally have more of a breakout kind of game. He finally picked it up this week, so I'm definitely going to be looking at him in the run game, especially because I just traded him to you in one of our fantasies. So see how that one works out for me in the oncoming weeks.
Yeah,
But,
I'm taking San Fran.
okay.
Jimmy G just had a bad week, like let it be. I think he's gonna come out and compete and be able to put up some numbers against the Rams. That's what I think. So that's what I'm gonna take.
Okay.
You just gotta launch the ball downfield sometime.
Jimmy G, I don't know if he's going to do that.
Yeah, no.
But everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in for episode 5. Funny Got Class. It's been real fun. 5 episodes deep. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. We made it further than than I thought we would, because when we first started talking about it, it was a joke. So you guys should be proud of us. Honestly.
It kind of started like year 1 at school, almost like the podcast thing.
Yeah.
Like talking about making fun, and now we're finally doing it about football.
Yeah, no, it's
Cool.
it's really cool. Definitely.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing, listening, liking, commenting, all that. We talked about some stuff today. Dallas, tell us what you think about their running back situation and stuff. Drop your predictions down low. Plug those emails in too, so you guys can be updated with us. You can see who we're picking, what we're thinking on the week and stuff. Those fantasy sleepers, all that. But once again, this is When You Got Class, episode 5. I'm John.
I'm Christian.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.